Good morning, everybody. Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers. Going to be live with you this morning. Just wanted to give you a weather update today. So I've kind of got some more things figured out as I'm doing this program. I'm on Wi-Fi today, trying to see how it works on my laptop. So hopefully it works out okay. Hopefully you can see me. I've been using my phone lately to help kind of link things in, but as I've been getting better with this program, it's starting to come together. And I had to remember to turn the microphone on because without it, you wouldn't be able to hear me right now. So hopefully you are hearing me fine, which it's showing, and I can listen to it on my phone just to make sure. But first of all, thanks to our sponsor, Kobe Morrow, Cooper Construction, 970-980-4803. Rempro, Brandon Geis, 970-768-4206, 970-768-4206. Pro Roofers America, Pro Roofing America, Nick Jimenez, 970-467-1716, 970-467-1716. Peaceful Coexistence Ltd.com, peacefulcoexistenceltd.com, Michelle Mendoza. And don't forget Powerhouse Roofing and Exteriors, 970-324-7651, 970-324-7651. Curb Appeal, 970-380-1066. Curb Appeal, 970-380-1066. And Crystal Wilkie, Sterling Branch Manager from AW Laser Art, 308-235-5322. Thank you to our sponsors. Without them, we would not be as successful as we are today. So thank you again to our sponsors. So I'm going to go to Windows Capture. Hopefully it still stays with me here. And hopefully you can still hear me. I'm hoping. Yes, it does. Yes, it still works. See, I told you, I've been trying to work better at this stuff to get better at what I'm doing. So sorry, I had to make sure my email popped up when I did it. So that was my test run to make sure. So let's go to bigdogwx.com, right? That's where we have everything loaded for you there and ready to go. All you got to do is simply go here, click on our shop merch. Don't forget to hit that. And it takes you to AW Laser Art, who is running our store. Look at this. So much more, guys. There's so many things you can order. Go in there and help support us. We get proceeds of this. So every time you order something of this nature, look at that. You get that. And look at these bucket hats are nice. I'm telling you. Get some shirts. We're working on umbrellas right now. I mean, there are more things coming. And what you want, you need to let us know so we can get those out there. So I'm really, really impressed. And these are laser art style coffee mugs and stuff. I'm telling you, so worth it. So please support AW Laser Art and go to our and shop at our page and get the products that you need to help support our program. So again, you can quickly donate by clicking this button here. It sends you to donate as well. And these buttons up here, also Venmo and Cash App, you can do that. You go to our links, you can see Tempest Weather, Bridgecom Systems, you get discounts from them as well. And there's our sponsors, our wonderful sponsors. And then let's go here. Ready? Let's dive into the National Weather Service first because, I'm a big fan of the Weather Service. So I'm kind of a nerd, actually. It's funny because Teresa will tell you that I'm a big nerd. So, yeah, so that's just all right. We're good with it. So let's go to the National Weather Service. Let's click for Fort Morgan, Colorado today. Excuse me. Hopefully you're seeing things well on the screen. Glad to join us. And again, today, high temperature of 72 is, well, that's not the high temperature. Let me say that's current temperature. High temperature is scheduled to get to 95 with 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The low tonight, 59 with another 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Kind of nice to have those thunderstorms come through around 10 o'clock last night. I was what do you call it, the armchair quarterback last night because I hadn't been out chasing in the last couple days. And I feel so much better. I'm glad to be out and about today. I'm actually on my way to the dentist here in Akron in a little bit, so I got to get up to that here. That's why I'm doing this a little bit earlier than normal. But tomorrow's supposed to be sunny and hot, 100 degrees. Not much of a chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. There is a slight chance, but ever so slight. But I don't think that's going to happen much. But if we go into Wednesday or Thursday and Friday, here comes those chances of showers back into play. Matter of fact, Friday 86, 84 on Saturday. You cannot beat those temperatures right there. And then 95, unfortunately, on Sunday, just in time to send us back to work for Monday high with a high of 94 degrees. So let's look at their forecast discussion for today. Showers and thunderstorms again over the eastern plain. Gusty outflow winds, 50 miles an hour, the main threat. But you can get some severe gusts up to 60 miles an hour. And I'll tell you, we've been having some amazing outflow boundaries today. And here's the topography of Colorado, or not today, in the last week. Here's the topography of Colorado. When these outflow boundaries, when we're looking at the radars, we see these little curves. Let me go back to my live the stream. That way you see what I'm doing. Hold on. I'll come back. So you go to these wind boundaries and they kind of curve and they bump into each other. When they bump in, they make that spin. And wherever they spin up, that's what's causing these little landspout tornadoes that fire up. If there's a storm right over that area, it just gets that area spinning like crazy. And that's where we get landspouts. So like Ken last night, he had a great one over the Fort Morgan airport where two boundaries just collided. And when those boundaries collide, boom, that's what causes that to do that. And it was pretty impressive. And he got two good funnels. One that he said he thought was about ready to touch the ground. It never did, thank goodness. But, it was going to turn into a little rope tornado by the time it was all said and done. So those are just some of the things that we look for when we're out. And I know people are like, so why do you chase? Well, that's what we chase for right there. Those are the little ones that the National Weather Service can't see. When those boundaries collide like that, they can't see the spin. Sometimes you can see the boundaries spinning. Sometimes if you see them curve just right and they'll spin perfectly. But in like last night's case, you could see them hitting and colliding. So we try to send a team there as quickly as we can or set up where those boundaries are going to collide. And then we might be able to get one. So somebody last night sent us one in Lone Star. You had two boundaries that collided, two storms that collided actually. And when those storms collided, that put a little bit of a spin in the atmosphere as well. So those are the reasons why we get some of these little spin ups. So I'm just letting everybody know that's why we're getting so many of them. In Colorado, the topography is perfect for it to happen. So anyway, I just wanted to share that nerd moment. Okay, I'm good now. So today's forecast, again, the strength of today's storms was known right away as microburst through 79-hour winds over in that was yesterday. Sorry, goodness gracious, they gave a late update, so they don't really have much. So we're going to tell them to beat it and move on with them because they didn't have what I wanted there. So I'm sorry, they were going over yesterday's stuff. So let's bounce back to Fort Morgan here real quick. And let's talk about today's hazardous weather outlook. Sorry, they had yesterday's forecast still on there. They're a little slow. Okay, so isolated high base showers and thunderstorms will develop over the higher terrain and move into the corridor early this afternoon. Localized outflow gusts again. Those are those winds that we're talking about. That's those boundaries as they're going to collide. So we could see a couple of those. And you could get some storms that could get some 1-inch hail. That's why we're not getting so severe storms. They're kind of crashing into each other and they kind of collide and then they kind of get weaker. And we've been really lucky. And I'll be honest, here in Brush, we haven't had a lot of rain in Brush. I mean, we've had some rain, but nothing like some of you guys like in Akron and places like that. You're getting those heavy bursts of rain and we're just not getting much here in Brush at all. Matter of fact, I had 2/100ths of an inch last night from the storm that came through. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy. So, we'll see. I think gusty outflow winds are today's forecast for us. As you go here to the Storm Prediction Center, and let me go over here and show you this one here. Let me try to open this guy in another page. Maybe it'll let me do it. Yes, good. So, let's go to the Storm Prediction Center, and let's look. So, here's the convection outlook for today. And again, tornadoes are not a big threat at all, okay? However, that doesn't mean that we can't have a spin up of two outflow boundaries causing those to happen. So because of that, there's wind in the forecast and hail. You could get some localized heavy wind. So just keep that in mind if that does occur, okay? For tomorrow, just a small thunderstorm chance tomorrow, not much. I doubt if we'll get any. However, they want to put that in there. But we go to day 3 outlook, things change a little bit. Eastern Colorado comes back into play. Day 4. Let me go to day 4 outlook. There we go. Day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8. Not much going for those as well. So I think that's what we're going to have to deal with today for us is basically those outflow boundaries type storms that could cause those little spin ups. And again, they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They do cause little mini tornadoes that do occur. And those are landspouts that we get. And that's what happened even in Brush a few days ago. Honestly, guys, when you have stuff like that occurs, so it was definitely something that triggered that to make it work. Sorry, my Pivotal's not logged in, so I can't log into that this morning. So my apologies on that. So I won't be able to show you Pivotal. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Let's go timeline for some areas here. Let me go back to, let's pick a different town today. Let's go to Sterling today. Let's go to our friends in Pete's today. We haven't done Pete's in a while. So let's go to Pete's, Colorado. Folks in Pete's, here you go. I'm going to you today. Okay, so this is obviously from the Sydney airport. That's your closest reporting airport. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 30% tonight. You're going to be 95 instead of 100 tomorrow. Okay, so let's look at the timing of the events. You're probably going to be a little different than us, especially here in Brush, because we're a little bit earlier. 2 p.m. you have a minimal chance, but by 6 and 7 o'clock is your busiest time tonight as those storms come through for you. So just giving that heads up for you, as you may see those come through your area tonight. And then tomorrow looks like a nice day. Doesn't look like much chance of showers or thunderstorms for you tomorrow at all. So that's kind of what it's going to look like for your Friday and going into Saturday. So that's the forecast there. So I'm going to take it for questions right now. If anybody has any questions, well, we scroll by our sponsors slowly again to let you look at them. And again, don't forget, if you want one of these sponsors, guys, all you got to do is simply click on it. Brandon Geist, who's a great sponsor of ours, you click on it. It takes you, it'll tell you if you want to open it new here. Well, this is just my computer, so it's a little different. Okay, but if I open it, it's going to go to Brandon Geist. Well, it's supposed to. It's probably because I'm slow at logging in. I don't know what's going on. Let me try that again. Click it. I know Abe has it working because I tested him before. Let's try a peaceful coexistence. There we go. I don't know what happened to Brandon Geist there. We'll have to make sure we get that one fixed. But yeah, there you go. So this is peaceful coexistence. You go to them, their link, and it goes right there for you. So it's pretty cool. So you got to do is go to that. Brandon, we'll make sure we get yours fixed. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened there. Kobe Morrow, Cooper Construction. You've got Powerhouse Roofing and Repair. You click on it, it should open it up for you. But we'll make sure that we get those all linked in there. For some reason, it's not working on my computer. It says it's spinning, but nothing's happening. So I'm not sure. We'll get that fixed. We'll make sure that we take a look at that and get that fixed for you. If you're having troubles, let us know. But again, thank you to our wonderful sponsors. Without you guys, we would not be able to do what we could do. So you are amazing. See, there it is. Generous support. So again, I want to talk about my team. You guys are awesome. This is my amazing team that I have. Austin's on here. Freddie, who was out last night. Everybody did a fantastic job singing live on TV or live on the camera. He sang some great tunes last night. Abe was on. We had Austin on last night. Adam Jones, who's on there. Ken, who's with us. I mean, we have just an amazing team of storm chasers here. And if you want to be a sponsor, all you got to do is click on our sponsorship here and go right to that, and it tells you the packages that we have to offer for us in case you have any of those. So I'm telling you, folks, we have so much to make it work. So please help us out. Be a part of our support program for us, so we have you all out there. How's Juma and Sterling? I'll be traveling to Sterling today. Great question, Stephanie. Let's take a look at Sterling for you. Sterling, like I said, is kind of by that Pete's area. I think you got a 20 to 30% chance of showers, and I think you're going to see those storms come through tonight, probably around 6 or 7. They could be a little earlier. The models have been showing them around that time, but they've been kind of coming through maybe an hour ahead of schedule is what I've noticed. So I would say that. Stephen, I think for Fort Morgan, you're probably going to be between 4 and 6. Between 4 and 6 is when you're going to see it here. Haxton and Holyoke, Tanya, I think you're kind of in that Sterling time frame between 6 and 8, or yeah, between 5 and 7, 6 and 8 area. Depends on how far east you go, especially to Holyoke. So you could be just a little bit later. And again, the storms, that's what the models are saying. And the models have been off by about an hour, I've noticed. Maybe they're on Central Time Zone. I don't know. But anyway, they've been coming through about an hour earlier. I noticed that yesterday. They were supposed to hit around 5 and 6 here, and they were here around 4 o'clock yesterday. So that's definitely, I noticed in that. So, yes. Oh, tell her hi for me. Yes, I know Vicky quite a bit. So I'm taking questions right now. So if anybody has any questions for me, I think I answered that for the Sterling area. I think I've answered for Fort Morgan areas there. Anybody else have any places that you're traveling to? You need to let me know, because this will be definitely there. Steven says he'll be out again. Perfect. Good. That's awesome. Where are you going to be out at? What area are you going to be out at today, Steven? Just out of curiosity. So just out of curiosity, trying to find out where you're going to be. We have lots of people that are out. We've had a lot of storm chasers out this week in Colorado, which is great. So there's actually a heat advisory too. I just noticed that too. So give me a second. Let me show you this. This is crazy. From 10 a.m. today, or tomorrow, until 9 p.m. tomorrow night. Temperatures around 100 degrees, guys, for Fort Collins, Boulder, and western suburbs of Denver. So if you're planning on going to Denver tomorrow, yeah, good luck. Drink plenty of fluids. Stay in the air-conditioned room. Stay out of the sun. Obviously, we all can't do that, but that is definitely a possibility. So that is a heat advisory for tomorrow for the Metro. Wow. Never thought I'd see that one. That's pretty cool to see. Usually you don't get those in the Metro, so that's pretty impressive to see. All right, Fort Morgan. Okay, thanks, Stephen, for letting me know where you'll be out at. Anybody else have any questions before I wrap up today's quick briefing? I didn't want to be too long, everybody. I just want to make sure that people got a little bit of an update so they know what's going on, because some people, you know, they have plans, and I don't want to mess up their plans for them, and I want to make sure that things are going to go just right for them. So perfect. I think I've answered all of them that are on the screen. So again, thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Thanks to our wonderful sponsors again. There they are scrolling on the side there. I don't know what I'd do without our sponsors. They are everything for us. So you guys just don't know how important our sponsors are. And every time you watch, just pound and hit that like and heart button all the time, because Facebook Analytics actually goes in there and it pays us for that, because they see that there are people out there and really support us, and that helps us a bunch. And we're going to hopefully get our invite to get the ads as they have, and we get paid then by the advertising companies to have some of our stuff taken as well. So thanks, Crystal. I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to do a live report and I get another spam call. I get so many spam calls. I block them and they come up with a new number every single time. So I don't know what to say on that. But I will tell you, I'm getting closer and closer to school. I'll get to your question here in just a second, Devin. I'm getting closer and closer to school time, and I start in the beginning of August, so you're not going to get as many briefings as I've been doing. But I will try to do them in the mornings for people, early in the mornings, if it's a bad weather day, or during my plan time. My schedule hasn't come out yet, so I don't know what my plan times are, and what times I'm off and stuff. So hopefully that will get there, and then I'll be able to make that work. So I'll be busy the next couple of nights. I'm going to be getting some tennis in. I've got some girls that are in some tennis tournaments coming up this weekend, so I'm going to be practicing tennis at 8 o'clock for the next few nights. So I might be cutting my chases short, but let the team stay out a little later so I can get back on top of it. Akron, I would say probably between 4 and 6 o'clock for you guys today. You're kind of like Brush in that area, because these storms are moving pretty quick, so I think Akron could be somewhere between 4 and 6. You guys probably had some pretty good rain in the last few days out there. So again, when you see those boundaries, those outflow boundaries, those little curved wind things that come on the radar and they collide, they get a little bit of spinning going on there, and that goes out there. Anything for out here? Well, Crystal, you guys had one in Lone Star yesterday, I saw. I don't know if you got pictures of that, but there was a report of a tornado out by Lone Star yesterday, and I think that's that same time frame. You're probably going to be just a little bit later, because you're on the eastern edge and closer to Yuma, so I'd say maybe just a little bit later. But you actually had a good outflow boundary that went right over you guys as well. 2 storms actually that collided. I shouldn't say outflow boundary, but outflow boundaries are those winds that come on the outskirts of the storm, and that you see them rolling on the radar. It's pretty cool to see. It's like a little curve on the radar as it's blowing away, and then the storm's following it. That's what happened last night. As a matter of fact, when Freddie was on, there was a boundary that came through Wellington, and then it triggered off a storm, and it just followed the boundary all night long. So that's what happened out there over here. And we had rain, like I said, about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. So you had 1.1 inches in, right? Is that what I see? 1.1 inches of rain? And you looked and you didn't find it. Yeah, I know. It was tough. A lot of people said it was pretty rain wrapped, because you guys had quite a bit of rain falling last night. So, yeah. Okay, everybody, that's it. Thank you for letting me waste your time and take your time. It's 20 minutes in, and I got to get on the road here shortly, too, for my dentist appointments in Akron. So you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Hold on, I got to show you my shirt. Huh? Don't you love this shirt? I love this shirt so much. It's got a parrot and stuff right here. Not a parent, a parrot. So just, yeah. Oh, 11/10. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so I have shirts like this all the time. I love these things. I got them in Florida, and some of the best shirts I've ever had, ever. I will wear them all the time if I could. So these are my go-tos when I go places, and I have to look professional-ish. That's not professional. Oh, well, it looks tropical. So there you go. All right, that's it. Have a great day, everybody. You guys are awesome. Thanks again to our sponsors. They're scrolling on the screen. You're amazing so much. Thanks again for watching. Be careful out there. And if we do have any watches or warnings come out, we will put them up live, and we should be out today and chasing. I'll be back out today too. I'm so excited to be back at it once I get back. And again, I can't stay out late. I can only stay out till about 8 o'clock because I got to get back for practice for the girls. But some of the teams will go. So yes. Oh, you have a parrot. Oh yes. No, my wife probably wouldn't let me have a parrot. I've actually wanted a mini goat, a mini baby, one of those miniature goats. She shoots me down every time. I've wanted one so bad. No. So there you go. Okay. So that's it. You guys are amazing. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be careful out there. Stay safe. And that's it. Bye. Toodles.